everyone. Welcome to The Reaction, a new segment that Papa Pratt and myself are going to be doing where we review our league games on YouTube. So, welcome, Papa Pratt.
Welcome. Hey, it's good to be here. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
For sure. So, our first game today is you playing Rin versus Lulu Firststone.
Correct. And this was played by Adam Thayer. Apparently, Adam was at Tulsa. I didn't get a chance to meet him, but it was an excellent match. Hopefully, you'll enjoy it. You'll see some of my mistakes and where I screwed it up and how it ended up to be a very, very interesting matchup.
So, you see that Adam has 4 Ceremonial, 4 Nature, 2 Charm. What are you thinking for your first 5 here?
Well, so this was a deck that I decided to test a theory rather than react to what my opponent might be playing. I wanted to basically set up my board with a significant amount of mana fixers in Expand Energy and Shifting Mist and have enough ability through Rin's Fury and Hidden Power to make sure that whatever I drew with Sleight of Hand, I would be able to cast. It's a little bit of a risk, and I knew it was going to be a little bit of risk. My intention here with 6 illusion dice is to exhaust him out. That was my plan going in, and you'll see here very quickly that it didn't really go the way I had hoped.
Spoiler alert.
Yes.
It almost looks like a heavy exhaust deck. You've got 6 illusion?
Correct, and that's exactly what it is. It's meant to be a heavy exhaust deck leveraging Shifting Mists. It has Steady Gaze. I'll actually, in the link, we'll put the deck list that I was running, but it's got a significant amount of exhaustion, Rosefire Dancer, Steady Gaze, and it's all the exhaust. That's all I'm trying to do is exhaust out my opponent's units and dice and swing through when I can create those openings with that. No direct damage, so it was all creatures. I'm going all creatures, and this again was a test, and I wanted to try it. So seeing Lulu Firststone over there, what are you thinking when you're seeing Charm, Nature, Ceremonial?
Well, just from the Ceremonial Nature, you got to be worried about a Hammer Knight. He could be running Gilder and Owls. Like, that's sort of the mana you've been seeing with the OMGs, with the Gilder, Monks, Owls. And Lulu can definitely make them a threat with Bolster. So I'd be afraid of that. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see how this game plays out. So let's get started.
So I rolled a significant number of basics, and I decided to go ahead and go first because I want to get that card going, and I draw my 3 with my Sleight of Hand, and I draw 2 Rin's Fury and a Rosefire Dancer, which is not optimal. So immediately I think I need to exhaust as much as I possibly can and buy myself out of this turn.
Man, 3 Rin's Fury right out the gate. That is ridiculous.
So I have mana for days, but nothing to cast with it, right?
Yeah.
I'm really hurting for something to cast.
Oh, we see a Ceremonial.
And then what the perfect thing that an exhaust deck does not want to see, expand energy. And I'm thinking, oh, this is a double hit here. So,
Shifting Mist. Okay, you're just gonna try and get those wolves early.
And immediately crank them over and start. Now, I have to choose a dice type to go after. Which one would you go after?
Oh man, Nature or Ceremonial probably, right? I don't think the Charm's gonna be doing a lot in this first round.
I think that's right. So, as you'll see here, I decide to go after Ceremonial because I'm thinking spiders. Lulu loves spiders, and I wasn't going to allow him to get those spiders off.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fire Archer right out the gate. Are you worried about that Fire Archer hitting with 2?
No. You'll see when I screw up in a bit that what I did. I probably took some damage I shouldn't. But again, I'm worried about spiders. I want to protect against that. And so my first exhaust is going to go down that vein.
So he played the Fire Archer and then meditated to a Power Ceremonial and a Power Frog? Or Nature. Interesting.
And my first of 3 Rin's Furies for the turn gets fired off. It doesn't really matter which dice. I want to get a lot of that.
Do you know what you targeted? You didn't want to blow up that Fire
Nope.
Archer?
Nope. So it was an okay roll. Again, mostly it's just going to be a turn where I'm trying not to just explode. And it...
So you got the Power Ceremonial, okay.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So if he's got a Hammer Knight, he's probably going to show it soon, right?
Exactly. Now he does have Expand.
Right.
So he can go back and get that. But I'm figuring that with all of the mana that I have, which is sitting at another 10, 11, 12, 13 right now. I have 13 mana right now, even after the first Rin's Fury.
It'd be nice if you had something to do with it.
That's exactly correct. So, and that's the risk whenever you play sleight of hand, hoping to draw into stuff, right? You're at the mercy of the deck, and this time it was not happy.
It looks like it's a Frostback Bear,
Yep, Frostback Bear.
Oh, it's a good card.
It is indeed.
So, 2 cards left. You still have 5 cards. He's got to be worried, right? Like, he doesn't know you drew terribly.
Sure. I lamented my... this is a terrible draw, but... So now we're going to go after... Shaking the dice. I think I go after nature, yeah. Taking the nature.
So you didn't want to... See, I think I would have gone after that last ceremonial to just ensure that he had to expand to get the Hammer Knight.
It's probably a good call. No, that's probably a really good call. And hey, here's some more mana.
Man, it's good.
Some more dice. I heard dice are good in this game. So again, I'm thinking he wants that ceremonial back for those spiders. Lulu loves the spiders. So we're just going to shut that down.
Yeah, he would have to sort of instigate the spiders himself at this point, but it's too late now.
And Rin's Fury number 2.
Did you play the third one this round? I feel like
I did.
He would be just lose it.
And I'll show you why here in a second. I actually got really lucky. I got really lucky on the meditations.
Yeah.
Here, and I'll show it helped save me.
You found an ally?
Yeah. I found the ally, the best ally in the game. I rolled 5 basic here, by the way. I don't know how I put that in the second tier, but I rolled 5 basic here on that Rin's Fury, which was why I'm going to be meditating.
All right. Here comes the bear.
Yeah, and here's my panic. I panic. I just panic straight out.
Okay. So I don't know what he could be holding with 1 ceremonial, 1 charm left.
Well, and this was my mistake too, right?
He kept the nature? Did he spend 2 dice for the bear?
He did. He actually accidentally pulled over 3 dice, but yeah, he did. So here's my panic. What's your ploy here?
Rosefire the Frostback?
Exactly. 100% is what I should have done. So I panic, ping the Fire Archer, and play the Rosefire because he's not showing
a way to kill the Rosefire.
Will to kill the Rosefire. So I'm thinking I'm okay. And then
the EV comes?
No, he shows.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I want to know.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I got the bear. Just, hold off. I'll ice buff you later. And
I forgot you were in. We haven't even seen an ice buff yet.
No,
we haven't seen a unit until this Rosefire.
That's right. So he shows me the power of Lulu First Stone and blows up my...
That is so not mana efficient.
Yes, but he basically bought him the 3 mana with the Frostback, right? He doesn't know that, I'm sitting here with nothing. What again, the right ploy was to play the Rosefire.
And exhaust it.
Exhaust the Frostback.
And then take the 1 to protect it from the Fire Archer.
Exactly. Yeah. So here we are, the third Rin's Fury of the round. And I need to cast my Expand Energy, so I'm probably going to have to med. And you will see my heart leap. Oh
my gosh.
Yes.
Wow. The saviors are coming.
Happy camper.
And
so I was very happy to see both EVs land squarely in the discard.
Yeah, you're about to take 3 in the face.
I am absolutely going to take it. And again, I shouldn't have taken a 3.
He doesn't have mana to bolster.
Well, I'm spiked, but I should have I should have tapped that down. Or exhausted it.
Right. The only thing I think at the time, like if we went back to your mindset then, he still had the mana for the Hammer Knight. And maybe you at the time were thinking, oh, the bear's a threat, but the Hammer Knight's a bigger threat. And so maybe I need to hold on to this for that.
Yeah, I forgot about Phoenix Barrage, frankly. I was planning on ice buffing, trading if he was going to trade. I didn't think he would wanted to. And I should have just... And there's the lovely lady coming to save me. And then I screwed up on my math here. I took my damage and I gave it back, and he gently reminded me that I was a cheater. And he was right. I don't know why I did that. I thought maybe I double-clicked or something, but no, I took my damage just as I was meant to. But Adam corrected me.
Man, I feel like you're going to end this round with so much mana that just didn't do anything. I feel like you're going to need to try and burn down this bear, right?
So I meditate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to start whittling away at that bear. I need to try and have some semblance of board control going into the second round.
No, this is like just sort of a preference thing, but do you normally have your ready spells up by your units?
So, I thought about that afterwards, and I was like, visually this doesn't really work all that well. The summon I put out later, I put next to Rin down there. So I think in the future I'm going to try and hold to a standard, right? Top level of dice power, middle level dice class, bottom level dice basic, and ready spells over near the Phoenixborn. So I get that ceremonial back and take my damage, and here she comes.
Oh man, you're looking good. End of round 1, down to 9. Lulu's at 21, bringing the heat.
Oh no, she's taking hot EV damage.
Oh my gosh.
So there's the final one.
Is that a Frostback Bear you meditated off? It looks like it from the art.
Yeah, it is. And I don't know if I changed my my die. Did I? Nope, I didn't change my die. So I swing away. I think I should have changed that die to a frog. I wouldn't have rolled it next turn, but it's not a big deal. Finally, I ice buff my Eevee, and she is stout and coming over for hot 1.
The toughest Eevee.
Yes.
Well, it's okay. You got your board state, your solid summon. Oh, wait. You got...
So, I'm looking at that shifting mist going, geez, I wish it would have been a Frostback Bear, because this could have been a lot better.
And how many shifting mist are you running in the deck?
Just one. And that's the idea here that my plan is to just have my board set and then draw goodness, right? Just draw the stuff. And then it's the round, and we reset. I ended up with 2 illusion power dice ready to go for the next round.
Man, that's good. Good thing you have Rin's Fury to back it up to draw into. Oh, man. All 3 are gone.
All 3
You should still have 2 hidden powers, though, right? I don't know if I saw them in the discard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's one.
There's one right there.
And another expand. And another slight. How many slights are you running?
All 3.
Wow.
This was drawn into the business. Like if one of those Rin's Furies had been a slight, I would have had a very interesting board state. Obviously, that didn't turn out to be the case, but here we go for round 2. Down 19 to 9. He doesn't have any power. 4 basic back there. Yeah,
but he's probably got 3 Molten Golds and 2 more Phoenix Barrage coming.
Absolutely.
That's scary.
It is. Oh, it was not a good place for me to be.
So it doesn't look like he rolled any power? I can't tell because the dice are tiny.
Yeah, we're gonna in the future, hopefully we'll have larger dice so that people can see that a lot better. I'll do a better job of magnifying things and making the cards a lot larger so people can see things. This is our first shot, and we'll get better.
So he adds Chant of Revenge to the spellboard of Expand Energy and Frostback Bear.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good for your 9 life.
It is not good. It is not good at all for my 9 life.
Oh, he threw a card.
And Open Memories. I thought that was interesting. I wonder what he would be open memorizing.
Did he meditate that from hand?
No, he's meditating from his deck right now.
No memories was from deck. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So again, making some ceremonial. I think he wants it. And
the spider still?
Yeah. He didn't discard that first card, by the way.
Okay.
So he kept that card. So he drew 4. And I'm still thinking spiders with the Lulu. And I'm just going to go right back after him. I've got the wolves. And I need to limit what he can do as much as I possibly can.
Absolutely. Now, how soon into the second round do you want to try and play that second slight?
I want to get him as neutered as I possibly can with my relatively overwhelming dice right now, right? I'm at 11, 12 dice to his. So I want to do it later in the round.
And your spell board's all over the place.
I told you.
It's like bothering me on a deep level.
I can tell you. I know, if you want to put Christian on tilt, just put your ready spells all over the place.
It's so true. I'd be on such a tilt. Right. What you gonna do? He's kind of at a weird point right now because you're likely going to be able to take the ceremonial away before he ever gets the spiders out. And anything he puts out, you can just machine gun with them EVs.
That's exactly right.
He puts out the bear.
Gets another bear going. Now, I've got plenty of answers for the bear. I can machine gun it like you said. I can steady gaze it. And just keep going after that ceremonial. Now, I'm also thinking, it's interesting that you said that I should have potentially gone after the ceremony to prevent Hammer Knight. I really should have. That's a better play than what I think I ended up doing. But I took the ceremonial and hidden power, more wolves. Just getting wolves all day long. I'm gonna just steal dice.
Oh, 2 wolves.
And I still haven't used Shifting Mist.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Checking the ice buff.
Yeah. Usually I think, like, the Lulu Swarms are really big things that you just try and hit hard with, or like a swarm of units, and this spellboard is not screaming swarm to me.
Right.
That just could be because you're denying the widows.
Yes. I think that's fair. So now, again, your play probably would have been better, but I start thinking about Molten and shutting down.
Well, you're at 9 health. You kind of got to think that way.
Yeah. So I was afraid of Molten Golds or double things like that. So use a wolf and get another die. And again, I still have not shifting, so those 2 are going to probably become wolves at some point.
Oh, I'm still not sure how your deck's going to kill him. You've neutered very well.
I have.
But right now, I mean, that slight's really going to determine where this game goes, I think.
You are 100% correct. You are 100% correct. And to Adam's credit, right? He's playing the deck. The deck that he's built, he's playing. It's a race edition. Look. And boom. He blew up my poor EV. And he did that because he was afraid of me stealing his dice, right? He had to react, before I took the rest of his dice out.
Right. I mean, if he didn't have anything else better to do with the mana, why not get the 2 damage in right now? Right.
So now that I've got 1 EV, I have to shut down that bear. I can't let that thing swing. And more wolves. Take away options and provide me with the slides. So, he's still going to get 2 mana with the expand. And the frostbite can hit me, of course. So it's still not looking good. 7 to 19
right.
is not where you want to be.
With Chant and Frostbite, you're really on a timer here.
Big time.
$11 cards left in the deck.
Oh, we're not getting to round 4. The number of cards should not matter. And so he just goes ahead and use that last mana. Okay. And to your point, well, I'm not doing it yet, I guess.
Expand.
Be impatient.
Yeah, buy your time. See if he's going to do anything fancy. Do you think there's room for Butterfly Monks in this deck?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Again, hopefully you're going to see that I finally draw into some business here and can do some work. We'll go ahead and...
Frostback Bar.
Frostback Bar.
And you still haven't Rins this turn. It's probably going to get an ice buff.
That will not. And there's probably nothing that he can do with even 1 mana to kill that, right? So that's okay.
Yeah, he fade away, poison
with poison.
Fade away. I was thinking of cards that with 1 mana can do something, but he's not running. Yeah.
So here you go. This is the answer to your question.
All right, sleight of hand, steady gaze, Rosefire Dancer, Blood Chains. Yeah, that Rosefire is gonna hit for 3, isn't it? Oh man, you've got a lot of exhaustion here.
Yes, I do.
And Lulu's got 4 battlefield.
Yes, I do. And again, this was a test, right? I wanted to test a theory. I wanted to see if I could tamp people down by basically disrupt both on a mana level and a battlefield level through exhausting. Now, in retrospect, I would start a book.
Yeah, that'll give you consistency, but you'll still have those oh my gosh, look what I drew turns.
Absolutely.
Good. Oh yeah, Ice Buff it.
That's a great combination. Rosefire Dancer and Ice Buff, 2 mana for a 3/2 that has an ability. It's just it's fantastic. It's a fantastic combination.
People hate them. They're going to try and kill that,
Absolutely.
and then you're just going to keep Ice Buffing it. That's
Absolutely.
brutal. So it's looking like you're gonna do 7 here.
I wanted to check his discard to see what he could have coming. I didn't see any Moltens in there. That made me sad.
That was all 3 Phoenix Barrage look like though, right?
Mm-hmm. Actually got to swing.
And you only swung with just the 1 because you're worried about something?
I was afraid of an EV, right? And I was already to the point where I couldn't take much damage. So I swung with just the bear to see if he would do anything or how he would react. And,
I think that
if he had the EV, he probably would have stopped the damage that I was doing to him. Or did he feel like he was in a... Now, see, he gets a ceremonial and gets back a Fire Archer, I believe.
Yeah, if he had an EV, I guarantee he gets that, right?
Right. But I was afraid of it coming out of his hand.
Yeah, I think that when the board was empty like that, I would have swung with both the Rosefire and the bear, just to make sure you got your 6 in, and then had the EV left to stop anything that he tried to swing at you with. Because he only had 1 mana, he's not going to be able to do clear the EV and swing.
Right.
Get something out and swing.
Yep, that makes sense. Makes sense. I'll take that. I ended up just saying, heck, I got to go for broke, and it yeah, you'll see that putting him to 11 was interesting. Okay, the board looks a little bit better, right? Yeah. 6 to 11.
You caught up for sure.
I'm still in some danger here because
you got to get your right side spell board now too. The exhaustion tokens. It's just bothering me.
I can tell it bothers you. That's good stuff. So I got no more Rose, Rinse Furies, only 1 more Hidden Power in there. I decide that I don't think I need Blood Chains at this moment, right? Everything I have on the board has to live for me to potentially win, is what I think.
Really? That's interesting.
So I say, I need every point of damage, so to heck with Blood Chains. Let's see what the Fates have. And the Fates are kind.
Oh, man. Double workers. A 3rd expand and a slight. Wow.
So...
Oh, I see that he discarded Summon Sleeping Widows over there.
He sure did. And I accidentally screwed up my mana, but if you go back and look, the only thing that I really did... so I was trying to... There was a cock to die, and I was trying to grab it, and I ended up grabbing them all and shifting them, was to change... The only thing that really changed was that nature die. The frog nature die turned out to be a nature... a power, but it doesn't affect the game. I was really frustrated by that. So
you're saying You're frustrated that you let that die become a power?
That I accidentally turned them all, and he had already done stuff, so I couldn't go back in the turn and fix it.
Right.
It's one of the problems with tabletop.
Yeah, the dice are the most finicky thing, but once you get past that, it's really great.
Mm-hmm.
So you go first this time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go out guns blazing?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I didn't think you were, but...
Oh, no. What would you play here?
Play?
Mm-hmm. What's coming out? What's your play?
Part of me wants to either play the slight and just go for it, or just play the expand and buy your time.
I'm pausing the video because so you play the slight?
Yeah, either play the slight just to see all your options for the turn, just right away, or play the third expand and just sort of buy your time to see what he does.
So I'll show you what I did. And whether or not it's right, I don't know. But you can see here what I did. Sure, exactly. Okay, yep. So here we go. And so...
Shifting, makes sense.
Do some shifts. And...
Oh, I'm excited. Ironworker?
Ironworker.
Good bodies. You almost exhausted him? That's nice.
Take status token off. Start some exhausting.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's good. That's better. You know your deck.
So that puts him on, some cards that he needs. Now, by the way, when he meds here, I put him on sympathy.
You put him on sympathy?
I put him on sympathy pain. So watch how he meditates and there's another really interesting question of what to exhaust. I'm curious what your take is.
Let's go ahead and go play that card I fetched from the graveyard.
Fire Archer? Man, you're a 5. Scary.
And his son, let's go ahead and meditate 4.
Meditate 4. That's the power of illusion right there. So that's another chant. Hammer Knight.
Which vindicates your suggestion earlier, by the way. Really
and another
does.
open memories. And then
that's the
third. That's the third Phoenixborn.
Okay, so he turns all of these. So now I have a choice because what's my play going to be? Of course,
you can play another Ironworker and then
Ironworker
exhaust
and
2.
double exhaust. Absolutely. Yeah. But what do I exhaust?
So he's got all class and all power right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think, man, maybe 2 of the ceremonial just to really stop that. Sleeping Widows, because right now he's got it, right?
Well, he discarded one earlier.
So you go. I get the 1 charm to stop any sympathy pain stuff because you're at 5. You can't allow that damage.
Mm-hmm. Sympathy pain is so strong because of the whole. Even if you do lethal, it can flash back and kill you before you've won, right?
Right.
So if I get to 3, I can't win.
Right, and I think my concern with the spiders is not a threat anymore. Once they get your spell, like look at your battlefield, you're fine. You're not worried about spiders. He did meditate to all frogs. Either he's not trying to telegraph the molten, or he doesn't have the molten.
So I'm kicking around what to do. I ended up taking the ceremonial. I was thinking Final Cry.
Right, and if you'd have to go for both the ceremonial and power. Yeah, it's a tough decision. I mean, there's a lot of ways he can kill you at 5 health.
It really, lots of ways for him to put me down.
Okay, let's see. With the side, let's go ahead and I will frog my own Fire Archer.
Kills his own Fire Archer.
That's going to be 1 from Chant. Here comes Final Cry.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, I counted my dice correctly. So Final Cry on that.
He scared me so much when he says,
I counted my dice
correctly. Oh, no. Oh, no, Adam.
Also going to be using Chant of Revenge.
Yep.
Since my unit was the one that's right.
Oh, good thing all the
Absolutely.
Phoenix barrages are gone.
Yes.
Frostbite puts you at 1, though.
So that was my side. And
See, he didn't spend did he spend his dice for the Final Cry?
And bring out
No.
He did not spend his dice.
and hit you 1 more.
Yeah, he sure didn't.
Okay, well that was me agonizing, by the way, over that. The next 5 minutes probably is me agonizing over that single ceremonial die.
Really?
Yes. In retrospect, yeah, that should have been gone. And the reason that I'm thinking is
if he has another Final Cry.
Right. I'm
Right.
dead, right? And with having Frostbite on the board, I can't pass the turn back. I have to win
This turn.
this turn.
Yeah, he didn't spend it. It's okay. We all make mistakes, and
Yeah.
you didn't. It's easy to find them when you're recording.
Yeah, absolutely. We make them all the time.
Like, if someone put all of their spell board on, like, one side of the table. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Oh, man. So you've got one nature, one mask, and one basic to win the turn. You're sitting on 1, 2... so that's 2, 4, 5, 8, 9 damage.
What? Count that again.
2, 4, 5, 8, 9.
2, 4, 7, 10,
Oh,
11.
patterns too. Yeah. I don't know where. Maybe I went to life.
Yeah, Rosefire is
3.
a nice meaty 3 damage. So I've got 11 damage sitting there.
Yeah, so if it's Final Cry, you lose.
If it's Final Cry, I lose.
On cheating.
Well, on a mistake. It wasn't cheating.
Yeah.
I don't believe that it was overt. And so I sit here and agonize about Final Cry for the longest time, thinking about how I could potentially get through, what if he's got redirect, and it really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I've really only got one ploy.
Yep, ping it and go.
Ping it and go. Well, and this is where I said I didn't cheat. I meditated and used the enchanted violence.
Oh, so that the die wasn't an issue.
Right.
You started talking to him about your options.
Right, I'm talking because I'm looking at that ceremonial dice, going, "Geez, I wish I'm trying to think of could I have exhausted differently or done something differently? And if I left that,
And the question is, does he have redirect too?
right? Well, I have to kill that fire archer either way.
Well, the bear is still a redirect target.
The bear is still a redirect target. That's another one.
Yeah, if he has
That's
redirect,
right.
this game
Yes,
is bad.
the bear. I forgot about the bear. While I was just sitting here with you. Yep. Here we go.
Meditate.
Meditate. Ping.
1.
And he says, "I don't have it. Are you happy?"
No Final Cry.
Yeah.
You happy?
Yes, I'm very happy.
Swinging with everything I've got.
And he counts it up.
2, 4, 7, 10, 11. Wow. What a game.
Because that's what 11 exactly, isn't it?
He's just processing.
Yeah, it was a heck of a game. Down to 0.
Dang.
Down. I think I was 6-19 at one point. I think that was that was the life disparity. 6-19.
Sleight of hand came back and helped you.
It finally did. And again, I would never play this in a tournament, right? In a real tournament. But again, I was trying to prove out some theories about exhaustion and just heavy card draw. So the whole idea is you have more than they do from a mana standpoint, from a hand standpoint, from a dice standpoint.
From a life standpoint, Rain.
Well, not a life standpoint.
No. Sorry, not Phoenixborn health. Units actual
life,
health.
Yeah,
with
ice
Rin.
buff. Yeah.
So you're just gonna have more units, more mana, more health, and units.
More cards potentially as well,
Right.
with sleight of hand. More of everything. It was an interesting deck. It was a lot of fun. I thought he played very well. His deck, put the pressure on. Phoenix Barraging, Rosefire Dancers worked out for him. We were really, really close. So, heck of a game all around.
So, just if you're gonna play the deck again, you would start the Frostback over shifting.
Yeah, we talked afterwards, and you had a deck that was a little bit similar to this, and that you had mentioned that you had 3 Shifting Mists in the deck proper. And I think that in retrospect, if I did it again, I would start the Frostback Bear and find a spot for 3 Shifting Mists in the deck in order to smooth the mana out later on as I went. The only problem I have with Shifting Mists is I loathe drawing multiples of them with the slide. I need to draw business, right? And that's my only challenge.
Yeah.
So it's one of those love-hate things, but I think it did work here, right? I used it. I mean, we went 3 rounds. I used it all 3 rounds to affect, especially that last round. With the Ironworkers that just did. The Ironworker double exhaust it all worked out very well for me. And this was as close as they come. So great game. lot of fun, a lot of things to learn. Nail biter. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you've learned some things and saw some things that maybe you hadn't seen before. And if you've got questions, concerns, comments, let us know. Let us know what you think. We're more than willing to talk about what we could have done differently. And this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for watching the first reaction episode. The reaction, I guess, is what we're going with. Because, as Colin says, we can't name things after cards anymore. It's just game mechanics.
Just game mechanics. So the main action's a show about
Ashes.
Reaction.
So silly. If you guys have anything that you want to say, you would have played differently, or any comments about the deck, just go ahead and post them in the comments below, and we'll reply to them. Thanks for watching.
Hey, thank you very much.